Welcome and thanks for jumping into this quick video. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to fuel your body for fat loss in 4 simple steps without pills, fasting, or turning your life upside down. And you're in the right place if you're tired of cycling through diet after diet with little to show for it, and you're starting to think that your body is broken. It's not you. Let me tell you that to start with. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and I'm going to show you a better way today. You're in the right place if your weekends are filled with lean and green, but the weekend is dominated by pizza and wine thanks to your all or nothing mindset. So you may have what I call a light switch that's flipping on and off, whether you're in diet mode or weekend mode, we can call it. And so I'm going to teach you how to level those out. And you're in the right place if you're ready to drop those extra pounds for good and you're ready to commit to putting in the work to make it last. Now is the perfect time. I know we like to put things off sometimes because we're a little bit afraid, but it's the perfect time to get started because, first of all, you'll feel better almost immediately putting these steps into action. Second, you're wiser and better equipped than ever before. All of those life lessons that we've learned in our past, I'm going to show you how to turn those into fuel for your body and your mind. And getting started is easier than you think with the right program and the right coach, of course, and weight loss is possible. So my name is Whitney. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, and wellness consultant with over 20 years of experience. I have taught in a lot of different gyms. I'm a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, and I have taught everything from CrossFit to bar to cycle class, even a little bit of water aerobics. And I love fitness in all forms and fashions. I have a background in fine art. I actually studied drawing and illustration, and fitness and nutrition has always been a passion of mine, but it is a second career. I'm a single mom to an amazing neurodivergent kiddo. I love DIY home renovations, lifting weights, and animals. So give me a hammer and a screwdriver, and I will build you anything that you could ask for. And I do have lots of fun putting together projects for my family. Some of the things that I stand for are balance and moderation. I believe in fitness for everybody and every body, and doing that in real life situations. I'll talk a little bit more about what that looks like in a bit. I believe in growth mindset, in self-improvement, and building confidence. And that's something that I impart and teach my clients throughout this program and lead by example. And I also stand for authenticity. It's integrity is very important to me, being who you are and coming as you are. And I hope that you always feel a warm welcome from me. And this is why I love fitness and nutrition coaching. It's part of how I contribute to the world and how I build up other people. And it's a big part of my belief system that helping other people feel great about themselves and about their bodies is my gift to the world. It's what I give back. So let's dig in. So I see 3 big problems with the diet industry. Now, there's lots of them, but these are the 3 that I'm going to focus on today. And like I said, I have about 20 years of experience. I've been coaching and teaching fitness for a long time in lots of different modalities. And so these are things that I see pop up over and over again. The first one is that chronic dieters consistently report guilt and self-blame, irritability, anxiety, depression, difficulty concentrating, and fatigue. And those are a lot of things that take away from your joy of living in everyday life. And we want to do exactly the opposite of that. Now, the reason that this happens is that dieting, most diet programs emphasize food as either good or bad. We like to categorize foods as being yes or no foods, or green, yellow, red, or eat this, but not that. So that sets up your food or your diet as either a reward or a punishment. It makes cravings more intense. And most diets don't teach healthy eating habits. They're rarely focused on the nutritional value of food and the benefit of moderation. Now, what happens then is that overly restrictive assigned meal plans only make the problem worse. Now, I do get a lot of questions, a lot of requests from people to say, just tell me what to eat. And I will help you understand what to eat, but I'm not going to assign a meal plan. And this is exactly the reason why. They only teach you to eat for weight loss. Once you deviate from that meal plan or stop the diet, you regain everything that you've lost, and a lot of times plus some. So here's why people fail over and over again. You develop an all or nothing mindset. That's that little light switch that flips on or off. And you start to believe that only the most drastic diets will work for you. Then you find the most restrictive program you can turn to, or you go to pills, shakes, or supplements. Maybe you've even considered or had weight loss surgery. And then you lose weight temporarily, and then you regain the weight plus more. You jump to the next diet and it becomes a cycle, and you start to blame yourself. And like I said before, it's not you, you're not broken. It's the diet and the diet industry. So let's find out what's a better way to get the weight off to fuel your body for fat loss. And this is the 4 simple step solution that I have created. First is I'm going to teach you how to make empowered and educated choices with real life, step-by-step support and accountability so that you can lose body fat. Then we're going to build muscle and boost your metabolism with my effective strength training program. So with this program, it's not just about what you're eating or not eating. It's about how you're moving and how you're strengthening your muscles in your body. So you're losing body fat, you're boosting your metabolism, but then you're also are mastering your habits. And I want you to master your habits so that you can regain control of your choices, so that you can reconnect with your body and your food. And all of those 3 steps together will help you crack the code and break the cycle of shame and guilt. So here are 3 elements that are included every week and at every stage of my plan. One is what I call food wins. Food wins are baby steps to understanding what food fuels your body best. We will track macronutrients with a purpose, not just to be the food police, but with an intention to make evidence-based decisions about your specific needs. And I'm going to provide along the way tips and tricks to make all of this easier, right? So the first base groundwork is understanding food and understanding how to fuel your body properly so that you can lose body fat. The second layer is mindset work. Mindset work is the key to breaking old patterns and creating new healthy ones. Mindset work is what coaches do best. I get a lot of questions about what I do as a nutrition coach. So the first piece of that is the food. And the second piece of that is helping people build that growth mindset so that you can move forward and make choices that align with your goals. When you combine mindset work with food wins, you have a winning strategy. So the third piece that is part of each week and each lesson and each coaching session are action steps. So your action steps are small steps that lead to big results and can be implemented right away. When I first started nutrition coaching, I had this great big PDF file that I would give folks, and it had everything in it that they needed to know. And what I've learned is that you don't need to know everything to get started. And you probably don't want to know everything to get started. I learned along the way that a lot of my clients didn't even read that PDF. And I had a lot of really great information. But what I've done is I've broken it apart into weekly bite-sized steps that you can put into place right away. So you don't have to get ready to get ready. You just jump right in and we'll figure it out along the way as we go with these small action steps. So these are real life tips and tricks that make healthy eating and exercise super simple. And now I told you a little bit about myself. I am a busy mom. I have a business and a son and lots of animals, and I do lots of things. So I definitely understand what it is like to be in the thick of it and not have a ton of spare time. And so I want to make this really easy and approachable for you. It is work, but I'm going to make that work as easy as possible. The third piece of this is that action steps put you back in the power seat and help you regain control of your choices. So we want you always to be making choices from a place of power, from a place of understanding. These action steps are what's going to help you change your mindset and build healthy habits for long term. All right, and this is all of these put together is going to help you crack the code. I named the program the Diet Code because I want you to crack the code, right? We've got all of these programs and all of this information coming at us from all different directions, and it's hard to know which pieces, parts and pieces to believe. So I've curated this information into what is legitimate, what is helpful, and what's going to get you closer to your goal as quickly as possible. With these steps combined, you'll crack the diet code and break the cycle of shame and guilt. How would you like to regain control of your choices so you can reconnect with your body and food? You can become the master of your eating habits and rock the body you want without giving up entire food groups, fad diets, or extreme restrictions. So I'm going to teach you about what I call the Body Bliss Roadmap. Now, body bliss is when your choices, actions, and lifestyle align with your goal or your desired results, and vice versa. Body bliss is not necessarily having the perfect body, it's feeling confident in your skin, having energy, and knowing that the choices that you're making are aligned with your goals. This system combines everything you need for lasting fat loss into one program. It's all together. You no longer second guess whether the diet is right for you because it's tailored specifically to your needs. So the program is a framework, but you and I work together one-on-one to figure out what foods fuel your body best. The third piece is enjoying abundant living rather than scarcity. So in my program, it's very much about how you can feed your body, how you can fuel your body, because we want to ditch the self-sabotage, the guilt, the shame, and that all or nothing diet mindset that has not served us. So here's what that Body Bliss Roadmap looks like. Now there's 6 pieces, and these 6 pieces are integrated into every step of the program. So these are throughout the program. They don't stack on each other. They're a wheel and they work all together. Once all of these pieces are in place, you start to lose body fat, your metabolism improves. All of a sudden you're in control of your choices, and that leads to long-term results. So I'm not about dropping 15, 20 pounds in just a few weeks and then leaving you to figure out the rest. This is all about creating a lifestyle that supports your goals and your desired results. So first of all, one-on-one support and accountability. Research shows that the most successful people are those who are held accountable by a coach with set regular appointments and check-ins. And we know the importance of having a support system in place in order to meet our goals. So with this program, I have built both. You get both your one-on-one support and accountability with me, and you also get to take part in group conversations so that you get support from a team. The second piece of this puzzle is real life action steps. And I break things down into simple, actionable steps you can immediately implement each week to stay motivated. These steps will increase your success rate and follow through to set you up to crush your goals. So like I said, I've been doing this for quite a while, and I know how to motivate people. As a fitness coach, I know exactly when someone needs to be challenged. I know when someone needs to be encouraged, and I know when someone needs just a little bit of motivation. Habit mastery is the third piece of this puzzle. Habits are things that we repeatedly do without thinking. So changing how your brain works at its core means turning new habits from things you have to think about into things that you automatically do without even realizing. So what we're going to do in this program, and like that previous slide said, this is going to happen in small steps as we're going to start to build new habits and work on them with the support of your team and your coach so that by the end of this program, you don't have to work so hard or think so hard about making those great choices for yourself. They just become a part of what you do. So balanced nutrition is another key point of this, right? If you don't have a balanced nutrition, you can lose weight or gain weight, but you can't lose body fat without knowing the right balance of macronutrients. So balancing out your total intake and macronutrients will fuel your body for optimal performance and fat loss. Now, if you drop your calories too low, it can also backfire. If you don't drop your calories enough, then you're not going to lose weight. So I know how to drop them right to the perfect level so that you're losing fat and not muscle, and so that you are fueled for your lifestyle and your workouts. And I make it as easy as it can be. Fitness for life. Now, I mentioned earlier that I believe that fitness is for everybody and everybody. Resistance training builds strong bones and give you the toned look that you want. Now, as we age, it's really important that we are doing some kind of resistance training at least 2 to 3 times a week. And the workouts that I provide are going to help you build those strong bones and give you the toned look that you want. Because once we lose the body fat, if we don't have the muscle to support that shape that we want, then you just kind of look hungry. And that's not the look we're going for. You don't have to run a marathon or squat twice your body weight to reap the benefits of exercise. Now, if that's your jam, go for it. And I'll make sure that your body is properly fueled for those tasks. But that's not something that everybody is going to have to do. My workouts are both accessible and challenging and designed to boost your metabolism and build lean muscle. Mental strength, because motivation is fleeting. Discipline and mental strength are skills that are built over time with practice. If motivation is the spark that starts something, discipline is the ability to keep you going. Besides, if it was easy, you would have already done it. So mental strength is something that we work on each and every week. Life is not always easy. It's going to present ups and downs and hills and valleys, and we've got to have mental fortitude to get through it. These 6 key pillars support you in a way that makes my coaching unique. If you leave out any of these elements, the wheel's out of balance and you fall off course. So if any of these pieces are not included in your plan, maybe you are able to lose weight, but you're not able to keep it off. Maybe you lose weight, but you also lose muscle. Maybe you develop a great fitness plan, but you don't lose weight. So all of these pieces are needed. They all work together and we work on them simultaneously. So they're all supported throughout the program because each plays a crucial role in mastering your habits and is the ultimate secret to cracking the diet code. So we want those 4 things, just as a reminder, in the middle are the ultimate goal for this program. One is fat loss. The second is improved metabolism. The third is putting you back in control of your choices so that you have long-term results. If you were to start today, imagine what's possible 90 days from now. Imagine a year from now. Where would you be if you were to start today? And it may sound like magic, but you're going to have to put in the work. But that's okay because I've totally got you. The most important thing for you to master is giving up the stories about why you won't be successful and trusting yourself to go all in. And I hold that space for you. I trust that you will be successful. So even in those moments when you have doubt, know that you've got somebody behind you that can see your success, that can see that clear pathway to get you there, and somebody who's got your back. If this sounds like a program that would work for you, I'd love to invite you to set up a free 15-minute strategy call. Now, on this call, we'll do 3 primary things. The first is identify your goals. We'll uncover what's not working for you and why, what has worked in the past and why it's not working anymore, or what hasn't worked in the past and why it never worked to start with. And if we're a good fit, I'll share what working with me and the diet code looks like, what I ask for my clients, what you can expect from me, and how to get you enrolled. Now, only book this call if you are ready to make the investment in yourself and commit to change. If you recognize the value of a coach who will hold you accountable, and if you are ready and willing to prioritize yourself. I'm going to leave you with one thing. You can keep doing what you've been doing, and you'll continue to get what you've been getting. You came here because you're ready for something different, and I want that for you too. Stop wasting your time on crash diets that leave you drained and disappointed. You deserve to live a life full without guilt and shame, and you can start to break that cycle today. So let's get started.